Ride around with that Nina. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Ride around with a girl named Keisha. What's happening? Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash out. Say showing support. I appreciate that right there. Ride around with that Nina. Oh yeah. Hey. All right. Listen. Remember I done told y'all about a little story about the young baby was out here saying that she don't want to hear no music past 5 years, stuff like that. Man, Cash Out still get crunk in the club. Ride around with that Nina. You know what I'm saying? Cash Out get the club jumping out here in these doggone street. Smoke on Keisha. Remember that? Shout out that. Man, what year did that come out? Hold on. Cash Out album. Cash Out the rapper. Let's get it. 2014. That was in 24. No. He released the Cashing Out in 2011, so that's past the 5 years. Shout out to Lee for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Ride with that Nina. Hey, boy, we used to be riding around with that Nina. Well, yeah, I still ride around 45s and Glocks and 9s and shit like that right there. But I'm just saying though, it was something to say. Yeah. Say I'm cashing out or I'm crashing out. It's one or the other. Yeah, man, y'all come on in and y'all hit the like button. Y'all know how they out here playing with pimping. They out here playing with pimping, and I'm ready to cash out. Help a player out. Y'all, we had 62 likes. I know that we can do over 100 real quick. It's 09 after the hour. And on the last session, the last show we had done, I wrote it down. It was 18. It was 18 after the hour, but I think that we could do 100 way before 18 after the hour. I got faith in you good people. I got faith in you good people. Help a player out. You say I got that song on my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, boy. Back in the day, boy, we be riding around in them whips with them 810s or them 1012s in the back. Boom, boom. I'm riding around with that Nina. Riding with it. Hey, listen. It's something about them Keishas. Them Ishas and Ishas and shit. Be careful, more dangerous. Be careful out here. Them goddamn Ishas is something else. But boy, if you had a girl named Keisha during them time, listen, you felt proud. You know what I'm saying? Ride with a girl named Keisha. You know what I'm saying? You look over at her, Keisha. The good old day. You say that you a Keisha. That's right. Shout out to all the Keishas, Ishas, Ishas, the SHAs. Boy, be careful. Be careful. Hey, Keisha. Y'all dangerous hell out here in the goddamn street. Listen, I'm over 40 and fine. I know what the hell used to happen out here in doggone community. But see, we love y'all Keishas, but y'all Keishas just dangerous hell. Listen, you couldn't be like a soft player playing around with a Keisha. A Keisha, Isha, a Aisha, Creisha and them. Yeah, I know about them girls. Hey, boy, I'm just trying to tell you something. Trying to, they say that they don't do it from the back, trying to see what that be about. You know what I'm saying? Them girls wild like him. They had some leashes too. Trying to tell you, man, it's that SHAs. Yeah, boy, you couldn't be soft. You couldn't be soft out here. You couldn't be weak. You couldn't be like a weak player. A lot of them like to fight. A lot of them like to fight and get choked on Tuesdays and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them like to get punched in their stomach after church. You got to catch. Hey, all right, no. Boy, I done seen too much. I done too much out here. I plead the fifth. They say, yeah, Willie don't want to advertise Gemini season. It is Gemini season. We this way and then we that way, all at the same doggone time. For real. You say, Keishas are usually Patricia's children. That's what's up. Say, what up, Willie in chat? Say, happy hump day. Happy hump day to everybody around here in the doggone street. They say, we not over there tonight. We showed them not. We over here. We might go everywhere. We might go everywhere tonight. I don't know. It depends on how the show go. Y'all, we had 91 likes. It's 12 after the hour. Can we do better than, remember, the day before it was 16. And I'm like, we can do better. We can do better than 16. But earlier this morning, we went to 18. And I told y'all, we need to do better than 16. We need 7 more before 18. It's 12 after the hour. Oh, but the day before that, we did it at 12. We need 5 more. We need 5 more. It's 12 after now. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Hell, you can't hear me? Maybe I need to shout at you like your mammy used to. Press the button. Just stupid. 98. Come on. I think my voice is working. Don't be. Give yourself a pat on the back by 100. 100 by 12. It's 100 by 12. I'm looking at 100 by 12. It just turned 13. Y'all got it by 12. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, we got to fight for these likes. Boy, we got to fight for these doggone likes. I almost got a headache. I promise you that right there, almost got a headache. But listen. Appreciate y'all for joining the player, man. Thank y'all for being around here. Y'all, we try to be a little exciting and stuff like that. Y'all, I was going to crash out tonight. I want to go come back. I want to take a nap. I be tired. Have you ever just been sitting around and your eyes go to doing this right here? Oh, snap. Hold on. I got to put something together. I got to. All right, bam. I got to put something together tonight. But yeah. Have you ever just been sitting around and you just dozed off and you ain't on no cocaine or nothing? You just, you know what I'm saying? You got to catch yourself. You out here on that meth. You out here on that, you out here on that Finny. You out here on that train. You pausing. You on that heroin. But not by being on anything, but you just, like your shit just, your circuitry about to go bad. You know what I'm saying? They say Willie t-shirts at her mama. He said at her mama's name was Mary. Willie t-shirts at her mama's name was Mary. Who? He said I took my nap for lunch. Listen, man. Sometime, boy, we got to get that day in. Boy, it ain't nothing like a nap. Ain't nothing like a nap. I'm trying to tell you. That's that boy Nod. That little boy Nod right there. You got to catch yourself, like I was saying, you know. You got to bounce it on back. Woo. You say, well, I just woke up from a nap. Whoever said naps was overrated, they didn't know what they was talking about. I'm trying to tell you. I had a question. I thought about this right here probably like a good week ago. Why is it when you in your in your teens and your 20s, when you fresh outside and shit like that, you got all the energy in the world, you don't never take a nap. You never have a need for a nap. You never even think of taking a nap. If somebody say something to you about a nap, you get offended. But when you get older, like late 30s, 40s, something like that right there, it's a nap and save your life. A nap will save your doggone life out here in the street. You know what I'm saying? It's just something up. Oh, I should have been taking naps in my 20s. I promise you, I would be more healthier than I am right now if I would have just took more naps. But you know, back then, you didn't want to go to sleep because you was afraid that you were going to miss something. You know what I'm saying? I got to be on the scene all the time. I'm trying to see everything. I want to be one of them ones who say, hey, boy, I was around there when such and such got shot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keisha had done shot her mama. Yeah. I was right out there. I like to be one of them right there. Yeah. Steve crashed out, but Steve drove the whole car through the front door. Got to be I was right around the tree right there. I was by the tree, but on the other side right there. When the police came, they jumped out. They ran up in such and such house, and he jumped out the window naked. I was right out there in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be that person. I didn't want people to tell me, hey, boy, guess what had done happened around here while you was asleep. I didn't want to be that person. I want to be on the scene. Because on the scene was just a happy little thing. It was so exciting. It was so exciting. That's why when I was talking about the story earlier, to what 75 to 100 people is on the corner every doggone day. I ain't never been in that type of atmosphere to where it's 75 to 100. I've been in the atmosphere to where it's like 20 or 30 every day. You know what I'm saying? But not 75 to 100. They ain't got no jobs. They ain't got no jobs around any doggone street. For real. You say, Willie, you know what it is when you went in the house during then and your butt wasn't going back outside, so you had to take a nap. Oh, all right, yeah. Now, that make all the sense in the world. You say, Willie, you want to be that person until you are that person. Right. You want to be out there a part of the scene, but you don't want to be the person who the story is about, you know. You know, the police done ran up in there and caught him with 17 bricks. You don't want to be the one on the inside. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no. You just want to be the one who can tell the story to the community. Mm-hmm. I got a question for y'all. I heard some earlier, but I heard that they was going to implement this probably about 6-7 years ago. I heard, and this for all my truckers, but I want to know, have they implemented it in your state? So where when you're going to get your DOT, that they testing blood, sugar, and all that fly stuff right there? And they is denying people from getting their DOTs? To where they failing their DOTs because they checking for blood, sugar, and like high cholesterol and shit like that right there? Sleep apnea and all that? Is that going on in y'all states? You say, Willie, my birthday on STD Friday. Well, you come on around here STD Friday. We gonna give you a real shout out here for real though. Say, yes, this is true. Listen. I heard that they were trying to implement these types of things to make truckers better, because a lot of truckers was getting into crashes and accidents and stuff because of their health. You know, you falling asleep and shit like that right there. You got your little sleep apnea. You got your little diabetes. There have been smokers who have been on oxygen machines while driving. You know what I'm saying? And why still smoking squares? You know, but I knew that they was trying to implement some of these things 6 or 7 years ago. So it's in effect now. Because I heard about a few people failing. They just finding out and they just failing. Now you can't drive trucks no more, so now your livelihood is done. Until you fix the problem and then you go back and get tested again. You know what I'm saying? But once they fail you for your DOT medical card, you can't drive. You say thick neck truckers. Yes. They have been trying to fix the health of truckers for a really, really long time. But once they implement these laws all across the country, y'all ain't gonna be asked that. I'm trying to tell y'all, I know that you can do your job good because you is a good defensive driver. You've been doing this shit for 30 years. I understand. Now you finna have to reach the criteria of being healthy. I know what y'all thinking. Just because I'm big don't mean I'm unhealthy. Look at the football players. You're not a football player. First and foremost, if you big, if you overweight. Now, what if they start to implement the overweight thing? Everybody gonna lose their doggone license. But listen. Do what y'all need to do and make sure that y'all is constantly getting checked out by your personal physician and stuff like that. So when it's time to take your DOT, you is prepared. Y'all got to start. I know when you're in them goddamn trucks, we eat real bad when we out here trucking. I get it. Now it's time to get rid of the sugary stuff and start eating more fruits and vegetables, man. I'm trying to help and get y'all some damn sleep. Say, I have sleep apnea. I have a CPAP at night to help me breathe. You got to get off that CPAP. They put me on a CPAP machine a while back to talk about because you snoring. Bitch, I done been up 27 hours. You'll snore too if you done been up as long as I done been up. You know what I'm saying? But hell, I had to get off of it. I had a little weight on me. I was almost pushing 300. I had to get a little weight off me now. You know what I'm saying? Sleep apnea is it. Listen. And not only big people get sleep apnea, skinny people get sleep apnea also. I just want y'all to understand. You say you had your DOT and your Twitch card for no reason now. I'm trying to tell you something now. Shit, I am a CDLA holder. I'm trying to tell you now. Get y'all health together. Get your health together. I just found out today a few people done failed. I know you just bought that new car. You just bought that new house, huh? And you depending on your little job, huh? All right. All right, you kind of thick out here too. You got your little tight shirts on and shit like that. Your thighs fat. Because you sit down a lot and you ain't pulling over every 2 hours. You ain't stretching. You ain't lifting no weights. You ain't walking around. Why? Because you ain't got no time to do it because you work a whole bunch of hours. All right. Keep making those types of excuses. Those excuses will give you all the time in the world to exercise. Because your ass will be jobless. Well, I am a small woman who weighed 125 and I have sleep apnea. That's why I had to go ahead on and tell these wonderful people here, don't just think big people, fat people, overweight people have sleep apnea. Skinny people, small people, slim, thicks get it too. You say, well, I refuse to get a CDL. They say the DOT police, it can piss you on the side of the road. Oh, facts. Facts. Look. If y'all own them reefers, nope. Because you gotta pass the piss test. You didn't. And this is why so many people, there's more people who drink alcohol than smoke. And it's not because they don't want to smoke weed. It's because they can't get away with smoking weed. This is why more people snort cocaine, do heroin, shoot meth, and pop perks and perk 30s and shit and pop that fentanyl. It's out your system in 2-3 days. Reefer, 30. You could take a weekend and get super, super duper high. Monday, you straight. You know what I'm saying? You cannot smoke a joint. Your ass in trouble. You on pins and needles until that shit get out your system. And that's not the way that you want to live for 30 days. Said my son had sleep apnea at 3 years old. I'm trying to tell y'all this shit work. Listen. Boy, you ain't got to take my word for it. You do not got to take my doggone word for it. This stuff, this health stuff is for real, for real. Now, because they went after truckers, I wonder when are they going to go after the police officers? Because it's a shame how big our law enforcement brothers and sisters is. Y'all too goddamn big. You got too much weight on you. That shit is unhealthy. I want to know when are they going to go after the people in the medical field? Our fat ass nurses and doctors. That shit is unhealthy. I don't care if you're thick. Everybody say you're thick. Bitch, that's fat. It's out of hand. It's conduct unbecoming. I'm trying to tell you something. They need to go after all industries if we really want to care about this little health thing. They say they put in the diversion program HVU, paying for that class and retest you when you fail. Bam, there it is. You say, Willie, tell them the truth. It's shame the devil. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. You say, Willie still doing devotion and we've been over 100. My bad. You're absolutely correct. But I have to give you people real life information, shit that will affect you immediately. It has the potential to affect you immediately. Because I know so many doggone truckers out here. I know a hell of a lot of goddamn truckers out here in the doggone street. And I'm trying to get the word out, because I know a lot of big bodies. I know a lot of big bodies. Y'all talking, y'all breathe heavy and shit. You got health problems. You talking and you breathing heavy. When you talking to me, you got health problems. You got breathing problems and shit. It's too much weight on you. It's too much weight on the heart and it's on your lungs and stuff like that right there. So I'm just trying. I'm trying to support y'all's future. That's really what I'm trying to do. I got a good story. How many of y'all believe that I got a good story around here in these streets? Man, that y'all come on in, man. Just go ahead and hit the thumbs up button here. We try to get the numbers up real quick. We way over 100 real early. Appreciate that right there. I had to give y'all that real. This is a real positive. I got a positive story. Ain't nobody die. Watch this here. We got one. We have 1,000. We got 1,000 boys. 1,000 boys and young men of color. You colored people of color to take part in Brilliance and the Excellent March. This happened in Chicago. Here we go.
An Excellence March Against Violence is happening this weekend. The purpose is to promote anti-violence strategies and resources for the community. Our Sade Gray tells us that the group hopes to bring more than 1,000 boys and young men of color all together.
Oh, they hope
We
to.
strategically placed this march at the end of the school year.
It's an annual gathering aiming to change the narrative.
The way that young black men are looked at in our city is not like a good look. So I just want us to show how we can come together and just stand up for each other, you know?
Brayshan Gilbert of Male Mogul Initiative is expecting this area to be filled with hundreds of boys and young men. This is the third annual Brilliance and Excellence Opportunity Fair. Vondell Singleton is the co-founder of the Brilliance and Excellence Movement. The group is a conglomerate of local organizations coming together to march along the historic stretch of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Bronzeville.
Let's not make the excuse that nobody cares, that no one loves me. We love you, we support you, we rocking with you, we rocking for you, but you gotta show up.
When the march first started in 2023, 700 boys and men showed up on the south side. Last year it was held on the west side and nearly 1,000 took part. Keith Bass participated in the previous marches and says it allows young men to receive summer jobs and plug them into safe and peaceful activities.
I think they just benefit by just getting the exposure that, you know, there's a lot of black positive male role models in Chicago that they can really bring people to come together.
Singleton says since their previous marches were so successful, the Obama Foundation reached out and asked them to be the new backbone organization for My Brother's Keeper Chicago.
We have a Brilliance and Excellence board who's focused on creating convening spaces across Chicago, so not just on the south side. We have a west side regional space. We have a Latino Latinx community space for MBK.
1,000 boys and young men of color will meet here Saturday near the intersection of Pershing and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The march kicks off at 10 a.m. Reporting in Bronzeville, Sade Gray.
I ain't gonna say anything discouraging about MLK Drive. I just hope that it went well because this happened. I think this was 5 days ago, so it happened this weekend that just passed. Then it happened. Wait, because today Wednesday. This right here was 5 days ago, so that'd have been Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So maybe, yeah. So it happened Saturday that just passed, and I didn't hear anything about anybody dying. So that's like a good thing. So I would not discourage the Martin Luther King Boulevard thing out there. But everywhere else, bitch, don't go, nope. Don't do nothing on Martin Luther King. Hell no, it's not safe. It's not safe. But shout out to them for doing something positive. They got their feet on the ground. They trying to talk to the youth. Yeah. Daddies and programs. That's all we need. That's all we need is some more daddies and programs. But it's good because if those young boys and men is all together for that event, then about 9 times out of 10, those boys and men will stay alive. Those boys and men will stay alive if they come to the event. According to, for the last 2 years, there have not been an incident when those boys come together. When those boys and men come together. So I just want to say shout out to them boys and men. Y'all doing something positive instead of be out there shooting one another and stuff like that, because y'all do know that y'all got a bad name out here in these streets as colored people. See, I told y'all I had a positive story. I really, really did. I wouldn't lie to you. I really wouldn't lie to you. Let's go and get into some bad news right here in the damn street for what you done came around here for. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to Detroit then. Let's leave Chicago to Chi-Town. Let's go around here to Detroit. Bam. And shout out to Barack Obama trying to push the My Brother's Keepers thing. I don't forgot what that right there was even about. So let's My Brother's Keeper. My Brother's Keeper can refer to a few different things, but most commonly referred to a national initiative launched by President Obama to address the opportunity gaps faced by boys and young men of color. Yeah. You can also refer to the biblical phrase meaning a moral responsibility to care for others. Additionally, there are organizations and a movie also use this name. That's a fact. Shout out to Obama. He did something positive, and now they got foot on the ground. Damn it, they got feet on the ground out here in these streets. But I wish that a part of my brother's keeper initiative was telling these hot damn women we need daddies. That should have been a major part of my brother's keepers, because if we got daddies, then we tend to treat each other better. By numbers, by statistics, we treat one another better. We kill less when we have fathers, but we kill each other less when we have fathers. Have y'all noticed that? According to statistics. He say a horrible Bible verse, very disrespectful. He say, Willie, I'm rolling my eyes at this program mess. Got to be more careful. They trying to do a little something. We got to try to listen. They're not killing. They're not killing on that day. So they need to not just have it once a year. Hell, they probably need to have that shit like every quarter. Like every quarter, 1,000 young boys and men need to link up and shit so we can get jobs and, we can lollygag and spit some game and try to, come up with some stuff so they can have better things to do than shoot each other. Fighting each other, arguing about monkeys, and you know what I'm saying? We can do something positive. But anyway, y'all, let's go on and get into some dramatic news. We have a Detroit teacher. Should we start there? I think we should start there real quick. Yeah, we got a Detroit teacher, a teacher and a coach. He's charged with sexual assault.
The Edge at 11 starts now.
Right now.
Tonight on The Edge, a creepy case out of Detroit. A teacher and a coach accused of posing as a chiropractor to get his hands on a student.
A teacher/coach now done posed as a chiropractor. This boy got so many doggone jobs. He must be Jamaican. Go ahead.
Claims it was just a massage. Fox News' Jessica Dubnak has the details.
Just a massage.
The 54-year-old teacher allegedly used baby oil on the teen's back.
Where he get the idea for baby oil? Where does 54-year-old get the idea for baby oil? On one of these children?
4-year-old teacher allegedly used baby oil on the teen's back, then told him to flip over. It was time for the front. And for that, the teacher is on unpaid leave from Detroit Public Schools.
Flip over real quick. Time for the front. He oiling them up. Got that Diddy oil? Y'all wrong.
This is a clear case of a teacher grooming a young man.
54-year-old Nathan Tedford, a teacher and track coach at Detroit's East English Village Preparatory Academy. Back in April, he's accused of offering to take one of his 18-year-old male students to Chipotle.
All right, we're dealing with numbers. He offered to take one of his 18-year-olds, in the words of my good brother, Dr. Umar, say it 3 times, but an 18-year-old to Chipotle. I know what y'all thinking. Hey. He offered to take him. Hey. Yeah, old boy. I know what y'all thinking, but he 18. Why? This shit don't even much matter. He grown, right?
Instead, he took the teen to his Detroit home with the intent of a massage.
Complainant in this matter has a cognitive learning disability. He was 18 years old at the time. That's why the charges are what they are.
He's an 18-year-old with cognitive issues. Oh, he really preyed on the young just did. He got cognitive issues. He is so classes.
And that's why the charges are what they are as a CSD4.
Lisa Coyle with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office pointing out in court he's a vulnerable young man with cognitive learning disabilities.
Vulnerable because it's cognitive learning disability. In my mind, that's really vulnerable. That right there is real vulnerability. Go ahead.
Once the teen was at Tedford's home, the teacher and track coach used baby oil on the teen's lower back and told him it was time to massage the front.
Is that the same bottle that they got from Diddy them? Did they get the same bottle from around there with Diddy them?
And told him it was time to massage the front.
He falsely presented himself as a chiropractor and that he had the ability to massage that the areas for soreness because of injury.
But
you had to go that far and tell a cognitive challenged 18-year-old that you is not only a teacher, not only a coach, but you're also a chiropractor. You know someone who wouldn't even question it. You know what I'm saying?
chiropractor is not anywhere on his LinkedIn profile. It was a trick, and now he's facing 2 criminal sexual conduct charges in the 4th degree. But Tedford claims it was a massage for an injury.
Mr. Tedford did admit to the police he was touching his, I believe, his thigh for massaging it for injury.
Detroit Police Special Victims Unit is handling this one, and they're concerned about the potential for more victims. He worked in Detroit and other metro schools, even up into Flint public schools. They encourage other potential victims to come forward.
You say, buddy, look weird. Yeah.
Again, Nathan Tedford on unpaid leave. He was given a $30,000 cash bond, and apparently he has no criminal history. Reporting in Detroit, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Damn. You 54, so my man, you've been with the school board for a good little minute. You done worked at multiple places, but at 54, your house should almost be paid off. Depends on if you had then got like in your 30s or something like that right there. You about to 30, so you about to 60, something like that. So you probably got about 6 more years or something like that right there to pay it on off. But anyway, look. That's the best you can do. Yes, 18 is grown, but when we have them 18 with cognitive issues, with cognitive disabilities, we can't put them on the same level as regular 18-year-olds. See, now, if it was an 18-year-old without any cognitive things, shit, I wouldn't even, I'd be like, shit, it's regular. He grown. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would look at it. But he done got him one with cognitive issues. He said the Bible said Johnson & Johnson is disgusting. That is what it said. That's a good way to say. He said Johnson, because in case y'all don't know, we call our meats Johnsons. I don't know who the hell came up with that, but we need to go ahead on and look that up. But yeah. They say they will throw the book at him and give a monkey time serve. Oh, you got a point right there. And she keep the baby and put the teenager on child support. Wow, yes, exactly. When it's in reverse, that baby get pregnant. You slap on the wrist. But when a player at 54 years old got to go ahead on and get him one that's not all the way there, I don't know what to tell little buddy. I don't know what to tell him. But hey, dog. Hey, dog. Stay away from the shit. He wasn't even a child. But, you wrong. That's what we said. Damn it, you're wrong. Detroit teacher, coach, chiropractor. It'll be wrong with you people. But it is what it is. It's life. It's life. Be careful. But this here goes to show, too, there is so many undercover gay men. See, the women don't have to be undercover because it's regular shit like that is a blessing. But there's so many undercover gay men because they're still trying to keep the status quo. They're still trying to keep like their church friends and stuff like that right there. They want family to deal with them like they've been dealing with them. They want their partners to still be like their partners. They want to be like respected for who they are and stuff like that here. They want the girls to still think that I only like y'all, but I be liking meats too. You know, girl, you like meat? Me too. Y'all don't be wanting them women to know that right there. That y'all is competing. Shout out to the men who is undercover competing for meat against women. Y'all is so wrong, but keep doing what y'all doing though, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. And this goes back to like I was talking about earlier, a few days ago, about we really don't want people to keep it 100. We really don't want people to keep it 100 because if people go on and keep it 100, the 54-year-old man, we would have been know that he liked them young and he liked them boys. They would have been know he had them liked them boys. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Damn, what time is it? It's 41? 41 after the hour. Where should we be? What is this right here? Okay. All right. We got a little incident. And ladies, you all got to watch y'all stuff. Y'all got to watch y'all little food stuff, your little food program stuff like that right now. Be careful. Be careful. They out here stealing. They out here stealing. You say you took everything from me. This is what the beautiful sister about to go on and say. You took everything from me. A Mid-South mother claims that a SNAP benefits had done been stolen by a DHS worker. The worker down there who signed off on you getting stamps. It's how you're stealing stamps. I wonder if the women who work for DHS who give y'all stamps, do they get stamps too? Well, hell, 9 times out of 10, yes, because they are mothers and they can't afford to take care of their own children either. But yeah, all right, go ahead. Here we go.
South mother has been scrambling for answers ever since she says her SNAP benefits were stolen last.
Destiny Miller. Girl, you is too cute to be doing this. Look at that baby. That baby too cute. But go ahead. Oh, she's 29. I thought the baby like 42 just then. But she's 29. Go ahead, though.
She says her SNAP benefits were stolen last December. Now, Fox 13 has learned the person accused of stealing those benefits is facing charges after reportedly trading the victim's information for a hairstyle. Let's go to Fox 13's Sierra Jordan. She spoke with the victim and shares the hardships she's faced ever since.
That's so unprofessional. Did he just say, Mr. stole some food stamps to get a different hairstyle?
For a hairstyle. Let's go to trading the victim's information for a hairstyle.
So she stole some stamps to go from a lace front to a sew-in.
Let's go to Fox 13's Sierra Jordan. She spoke with the victim and shares the hardships she's faced ever since.
Jerica Wilson told me she reported her SNAP benefits were stolen back in December, but now a DHS employee is facing charges, and so is she. She never thought asking for help would lead to this. It was just days before Christmas when Jerica Wilson says she found her SNAP card empty when she went grocery shopping in West Memphis, Arkansas.
I swiped my card like 3 or 4 times trying to get the groceries, and she told me that the card wasn't going through.
According to the police report, Wilson went to DHS to renew her card. The next day, more than $1,000 was gone. She says she has been saving that money for months.
My kids, they couldn't even enjoy the Christmas that I had planned for them.
Whoa, I almost missed it. What she had been doing?
Going through.
According to the police report, Wilson went to DHS to renew her card. The next day, more than $1,000 was gone. Yeah. She says she has been saving that money for months.
She's been saving the money, which is stamps. She's been saving money, which is stamps, for months. Do y'all know if y'all saving stamps like this right here, then y'all don't need stamps? Or the amount of stamps that is given to you good people? Huh?
Kids, they couldn't even enjoy the Christmas that I had planned for them. And it hurt. It hurt.
A transaction summary shows Wilson's SNAP card was used at Sam's Club in Bentonville, a Save-A-Lot in West Memphis, and a Walmart in South Haven. But she says she never made those purchases and still had the card in her hand.
Detective that was supposedly be on the case, and he told me that a DHS worker by the name of Destiny Miller stole my benefits.
Court records show Destiny Miller is charged with theft of public benefits and financial identity fraud using a scanning device or skimmer. Police say Miller gave Wilson's card number and PIN to another woman in exchange for a hairstyle. That woman was later caught on camera at Big Star.
You mean to tell so is this the hairstyle that Destiny had done got? The one that's on the picture? Is this the hairstyle, or was this before the hairstyle or after the hairstyle?
With theft of public benefits and financial identity fraud using a scanning device or skimmer. Police say Miller gave Wilson's card number and PIN to another woman in exchange for a hairstyle. That woman was later caught on camera at Big Star using Wilson's SNAP benefits to buy groceries.
My benefits were stolen from me because, you needed your hair done. The DHS worker needed her hair done, and, that was wrong.
But 4 months later, the case took a turn. West Memphis arrested Wilson, charging her with filing a false police report and theft of property involving public benefits.
4 months later, she was arrested? Say it again.
Later, the case took a turn. West Memphis arrested Wilson, charging her with filing a false police report and theft of property involving public benefits. Her attorney says they're fighting those charges, thinking that police made a mistake.
You took my livelihood. You took everything from me. You wrongfully accused me at a time of need. Someone stole my benefits from me, and here I am facing charges for something that was taken from me.
I reached out to West Memphis Police for answers about why they charged Wilson, but we are still waiting to hear back. In West Memphis,
because I really do need to know, why did they charge her for false representing herself, false claims? Because just out the blue, they just gonna put out an old warrant. They put a warrant out on you. Really?
Someone stole my benefits from me, and here I am facing charges for something that was taken from me.
It happens to the best of us.
The case took a turn. West Memphis arrested Wilson, charging her with filing a false police report and theft of property involving public benefits.
Theft of property involving public benefits. It's doggone shame. But in my mind, like I had to say earlier though, if you can save, she said that damn it, because I saved that money for my kids and stuff like that right there. So you saving stamps. So y'all don't need these damn stamps then.
The next day, more than $1,000 was gone. She says she has been saving that money for months.
$1,000 in value. The value is $1,000. So that's in food stamps. You've been saving that for months. So your kids can have a good Christmas. What? Wait, what? And mind y'all, I want y'all to understand this right here. Yeah. Saving stamps to sell is illegal. Baby, so you want your kids to have a good Christmas with $1,000 in stamps? What is your kids eating? To where you would just be saving these for Christmas. So these are her kids. So this is her right here. If you turn your head and look at her, this is her, the mama. She's not an ugly chick. And I be liking to point out that they be cute, pretty, and stuff like that right there. Having a hard damn time out here in these streets. You mean no man will take you under their wing? So that means no matter how good y'all look, it ain't your looks. Y'all looks. Y'all mouth got y'all single. Y'all mouth got y'all alone. Because even if you want to be independent, if you look good enough, listen, ugly bitches got players taking care of them. And you out here cute and all that shit right there, we don't mind being no stepdaddies. Y'all mouth is blocking y'all from having a better life. Wow. You right. You say, well, these babies don't want to be managed. They want to follow their own understanding out here in these streets. This girl is not ugly. This girl is not ugly. Nope. Now, I do know that this is her representative. She got the poop mouth. I do understand. And she got a little filter on. I get it. But here, she out here working and shit like that. She's not an ugly chick. She got on the vest. So that means that she doing like some traffic shit. You know what I'm saying? But a job is a job. A job is a job. She may be doing like the crosswalk or something like that right there. Holding up the stop and go signs and shit like that right there with the traffic and stuff. You know, she may be on a construction site or something. A job is a job. But when they told us over a decade ago, we don't want to be saved. Y'all just destroy yourself. Your Bible tell you about your mouth. Your Bible tell you about your damn mouth. I keep referring to the Bible because y'all independent women, y'all love the Lord. Y'all independent women, y'all love the Lord. I don't think that the Lord meant for y'all to be single and independent. You say, look up the definition of benefits. Benefits definition. An advantage or profit gained from something. Definition number 2, a payment or gift made by an employer, the state, or an insurance company. Wow. There it is. There it is. Shout out to Andre for the $1 cash out. You say saving stamps to sell for $500 for $1,000 and got it. Yeah. Because listen. People we typically buying half. Well, those people who buy stamps, I plead the fifth. For those of you who help out single mamas, ain't nothing wrong with helping single mamas. If you helping single mamas, we typically they I don't know why we keep saying we, they will do half. If you got 100, I give you 50, or they will give you 50. If you got a stack, I give you 5. And they will give you 5. Yeah, so how can y'all be this cute, this pretty, and you got to say stamps to sell? Man, get off my goddamn screen. Y'all, it's such a disappointment to me. Y'all, I thought so highly of you ladies for so long. This is why this should be like depressing to me, like on a personal level. I have been really, really sad when it comes down to women, because once I got out the matrix and I really been out here in the streets and dealing with women and having trials and tribulations out here in these doggone streets, and then it came to the point that, oh, damn, everything that you thought, everything that you was taught, absolutely incorrect when it came down to females. Once I got that realization, I just been so sad. I've been so sad. I've been so sad about you babies. Speaking of making their own decisions, let's go and get into this right here. Now this is the story, but this will still fall under like an update, because I did do the story. I did do this story. Y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button. I need support around here. If you're new around here, we like to have our thumbs up really, really high. We do like for y'all to be sharing stuff. Tell somebody about the player. If you don't like the show, hit the subscribe button. If you like the show, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like the show, hit the subscribe button. You say 1 Timothy 2:11-14. A woman must quietly receive instructions with entire submission. But I do not allow a woman to teach or exercise authority over a man, but to remain quiet. So when the player say, bitch, shut your mouth, he's speaking for the Lord. He's speaking for the Lord out here in the street. Shut up. Well, I can talk. I can say that. I can say the Lord say hush. Even the Lord can't stop me from talking, because in my mouth, he gave me my mouth to talk with. Yeah. It's a shame. Y'all keep failing. But anyway. Damn it, I spoke on this story right here when it had, when it hit the news first. It said the cause of death has been revealed for a mom, a loving mom, and I think that she was a mom of one, a loving mom of one. Remember, a woman and her sister had to went down to Miami, Florida, my state, stand your ground state, pussy bitch go home state, please don't run up, we in fit for our life state. Y'all did, damn it, they took a trip down here to go back home with a booty. She ain't make it, though. She ain't make it. The cause of death has been revealed. Y'all pay attention to what they doing, to what they giving the people, ladies, in the recovery homes. Here we go.
New tonight, we are learning what killed a young mother who traveled to Miami for cosmetic surgery and died hours later inside an unlicensed surgical recovery house. Good evening. Once again, I'm Juwan Strader.
And I'm Jackie Nesprall. NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri obtained records which reveal how that woman died. Amy?
According to the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's Office, a combination of a prescription painkiller and a dangerous designer drug in Amonique Miller's system after that surgery led to her death. Her mother told us over the phone she was devastated to learn what killed her daughter.
Amanique Miller and her younger sister, Kiara Barnes, traveled to Miami in March to get cosmetic surgery together, an adventure that ended in tragedy.
I have to remind myself every day that this is real. She's not calling and that Amanique is not coming back.
At the time, Amanique's mother, Wakila Miller, told us the sisters both underwent procedures at Havana Plastic Surgery Clinic inside this building on West Flagler Street. And then came here, to this home on Southwest 4th Street, which advertised itself as Kayla's Recovery House. Hours later, according to this Miami police report, Amanique was dead, leaving behind her 1-year-old daughter.
I really want to know, first of all, what happened to my daughter.
Shout out to D Nicer for the $5 super chat. They say this is for sleeping on you yesterday. Willie say I hit the I hit the play back at 2 a.m. when I jumped on the road. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do.
BBL obtained these records from the medical examiner's office, which show the cause of Amanique's death was acute combined drug toxicity.
They found a mix of the prescription painkiller oxycodone and an unregulated drug called bromazolam.
Bromazolam.
Killed Amanique. In the ME's report, they describe bromazolam as a potent designer drug commonly found in counterfeit pills or powders.
My daughter's supposed to be here with her daughter, and unfortunately she's not.
The medical examiner's office report states the use of these drugs in the hours following Amanique's procedure are responsible for the fatal outcome, adding there is no evidence of surgical complications.
From what Kiara is saying, that a muscle relaxer was given and possibly multiple Percocet.
According to a preliminary police death investigation report provided to the medical examiner, the owner of the recovery house, Kayla Oliver, told investigators she provided Amanique with 2 Percocets and did not have a license to practice medicine.
She provided her with 2 perks. One of them was perk 30s, perk 40s. But she's not licensed. She's not a medical licensed person. She can't practice, but she was practicing.
Did not have a license to practice medicine. Amanique's sister Kiara also told police Oliver gave Amanique an unknown number of muscle relaxers from Kiara's prescription.
So she gave her a bunch of muscle relaxers from somebody else's prescription?
And 2 Percocets from an unlabeled pill bottle because Amanique's medication was not ready.
Her medication was not ready. So where did they go to get prescriptions from? Was they prescribed prescriptions? Well, I'm pretty sure, right? After the BBLs, because of the pain and stuff like that, y'all have to be prescribed prescriptions from the person who gives y'all the surgery, right? But I'm guessing that she was in so much pain that she couldn't wait for her prescription to be refilled. So if this the case, so they didn't give you no painkillers after they finished the procedure? Isn't that how procedures work? Damn it, if you do some surgery on me, you give me a straight shot inside the bloodstream so it can work immediately. They got that best dope in the hospital. Yeah. Damn it, they poke you quick, and damn it, you feel brand new. You can walk around, all that fly shit right there. So they will give, so now you can get your prescription filled, and way before it wears off, you will have your prescription. So you mean to tell me that they didn't give any pain relievers after they did the surgery, before they even went to the doggone recovery home?
As far as we know, her actual prescription was never picked up from the pharmacy.
The actual prescription was never picked up from the pharmacy. So you mean to tell me, watch. You just had a surgery. You was prescribed something from the person who administered the surgery. You didn't go right to Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Publix, Dave & Buster's, the Script Club, wherever they got your pills at. You ain't go around there before you went to the recovery home? How many of y'all have a situation to where you had to go to the doctor and the doctor prescribed you something? Don't you go to the store before you go back home because you don't want to have to come back outside? It's common sense, isn't it?
We reached out to Oliver's attorney, but he declined to comment at this time. Oliver previously told investigators Amanique was only given prescription pills at the recovery house.
You say if you got a license to practice, but listen, where they did the BBLs from, The BBLs and the recovery homes is two different things, if I'm not mistaken. Recovery home, BBL, two different things. Or what? Well, the place to where when they got the BBLs done is two different places. This is why they said no complications from the surgery itself. Huh? The death happened in the recovery home. And they saying it had nothing to do with the surgery. So this had to do with the pills.
I never thought that I would be putting together obituaries for my daughter or my child. She was extremely smart. She was beautiful. A big loss. Just a big loss.
I love when we say that, but I don't like when we say that, because when I hear those type of words there, that just have me thinking of the opposite. Like I always say, when we call somebody really, really smart and we just watched them or heard that they had done died doing some really, really unsmart type of situation. Making an unsmart decision. In my mind, getting plastic surgery is an unsmart decision if not needed. Like if your face done got all burnt up or broke all up or sliced all up, I understand the plastic surgery. Y'all going for booties and flat stomachs and shit. I don't understand. And y'all is going for breasts and shit. I get why y'all do it, because y'all, you know, you want to go ahead on and do it, but it's not like a necessity. Like it's not a needed thing, because y'all still get meat. Notice she has a 1-year-old. That means that she was still able to get peed in before she had a boot, before she went and decided to get a booty. So she was already, men already found her attractive. If y'all going to get booties for men, but then y'all made the argument, I ain't getting no booty for no man, I go to get it for myself. And then when you get it for yourself, that is low self-esteem. If you're doing it for yourself, you don't like you. And then if you're going to get the surgery, then you refuse to work on the problem. You want a quick fix. And that shows to me that you're not very smart. She's probably school smart, book smart, in my opinion.
The medical examiner's report goes on to say the combined use of the two types of drugs impacts breathing and increases the risk of death during sleep.
When we combine that dope, this is why a lot of times they tell you and don't take the drugs with alcohol, because the combination of the drugs and the alcohol can, I guess, close off your lungs and stuff. And I used to be so hard-headed. I am going to pop me some Percocet, bitch, and drink a 40. Listen, I'm going to have me some Hennessy and Coke, popping 800 pain pills. Huh? Who you talking to? What you mean I can't take them together? I don't understand. I have no understanding why. It ain't never hurt me before. You know what I'm saying? But did I die though? I'm still here. You tell me what I can't do. But did I die though? That proves to me that you actually can. But I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more. You say sometimes you have to wait for hours for your prescription. Well, yeah. When they don't have it in. But what I'm just saying though, like well, she shouldn't have been taking nobody else's prescription. Can we just start there? She shouldn't have been taking nobody else's prescription. But I'm guessing that it was okay because her sister had got the same thing. Do y'all understand that she was older than the sister? Y'all both ain't got no booties, or y'all both thought that y'all booties wasn't good enough for men or good enough for yourself. So y'all just did it as a team. Let's go and get our booties done so we can feel on each other and be like, oh, girl, your booty big and our booty's big, and we can wear pants and they'll look better in the pants. But we still getting peed in, skeeted on, cheated on, every doggone thing without the booty. Just saying. I'm just saying. But you're right. Sometimes they don't have that doggone medication, and then you got to get some over-the-counter shit. Boy, I forgot what it was. I think that I had them went for like a toothache or some shit like that right there, and I needed them 800s. They called in my prescription. Oh, we're not going to have it ready until 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, bitch, what I'm supposed to do? My motherfucking mouth hurt. Well, you know, you can take 4 200 milligram. Damn it. I'm popping these shit like Skittles. Because, you know, the dentist ain't open until Monday. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad there. Sad there. And why do your damn nerves in your mouth, if you have like a toothache problem, happen like on the weekend? No, good as hell. Well, the dentist office ain't open but Monday through Friday. And sometimes they may have walk-ins on the 4th Saturday or something like that right there. This is why I be trying to tell y'all, never take all the dope. See, because a lot of y'all be believing when I be saying, well, what if they close down the hospitals? It's not necessarily of them closing down the hospital. To get prescriptions, it may take a day. Your clinics may be closed on the weekend. A doctor can't even see you until the next day. So you want to be able to have the medication to hold you over until like a Monday or something. Shout out to D for the $2 super chat. He said, "Damn it, is she off Earth from the BBL or from the BB smell? I got the B more careful. That baby made the wrong decision. They done went right here, and I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all ladies going to an unlicensed home when there's supposed to be so many licensed homes." Shout out to D Nicer for being a member for 5 months. I appreciate that right there. You say, but they still closed on Mondays. Damn shame. You say, Willie is an addict out here, man. Listen. About that pain, boy, ain't nothing funny. About that pain, listen. Boy, been shot, stabbed, hit with cars and shit. Blew up in the building. Bitch, but listen. Boy, ain't nothing like a toothache. Boy, ain't nothing like a listen. I know how men is about monkey, and we be trying to hunt something. Get a toothache while you trying to holler at that bad bitch. I bet you leave alone. I bet you leave. You could be right in the middle. What I'm saying though, baby. You'll walk off. You'll walk off because it's over. It's over. I've heard women say that a toothache was worse than giving birth. It's something about that nerve that's close to your brain. It don't play around. I keep me some dope. I don't know about you good people, but I keep me some dope. I know it has that thing of on your prescription bottle. It has an expiration date, don't it? It's so cute. That's what's up. I keep me some dope. I think I got some dope from 09. I think I got some dope from 09. Yeah. Sure enough, do. I refuse. Well, y'all got me messed up. I refuse. But anyway, let me close this out.
Amanique's mother did not want to speak on camera this time because of the ongoing investigation, but told us she spends her days trying to figure out how this happened and wants to make sure it never happens again. We reached out to Miami police for an update, but so far have not heard back.
Well, the one way that we can be 100% that it won't happen again if y'all ladies stop going on around now to get your booties did. Can we just start there? If we just stop getting your booties did. Let's stroll down and see what some people saying. Stroll down. She was already so beautiful, she didn't need plastic surgery. I am sorry for your loss. Isn't that what I had done told y'all yesterday? I could be telling her. Y'all could be telling. Everybody in a pretty woman's life can tell her how beautiful she is. And she still thinks she's unattractive. Huh? Mothers, love yourselves, and you'll teach your daughters to as well. Love yourselves, sisters. See, they is refusing to say, y'all need to stop going to get these damn BBLs. You're stupid. They don't want to say it like that because, it hurts people's feelings and shit. You say, I can't believe this is still going on in Miami. Yeah, right. They did not learn from Dr. Death. Damn it, I think that was her name. The BBL, Dr. Death. The Miami doctor, don't even worry about it. He said, why people risk their lives for plastic surgery that is unnecessary and dangerous. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I think that it is really unsmart. Say unsmart to go around there and do an elective surgery like this when we see the deaths. Every year y'all dying behind booty. Y'all dying behind booty, dude. What is we doing? Recovery Homes was unlicensed. Did she use the drug or did they administer it? Did the recovery house buy counterfeit drugs? Beautiful moms, tragic. Yeah. They had some dope on standby just in case y'all prescriptions don't go through. We got some shit still in the cover. Yeah. Because we want to get paid for y'all being in a recovery home and we want y'all to be comfortable. Yeah. They just told y'all months and months ago to stop. It's all over the television to stop. Yet you ladies are still doing it. What don't you get? I can't make this shit up. I'm trying to tell you. I just told y'all. You can tell me that she the most beautifulest creature on the planet. You don't believe that shit? She can be getting all the DMs and all the players can be fawning over her. She can be getting peed in on multiple occasions. Players could, damn it, invite her on yachts and be trying to take care of her, fly all across the planet. That bitch still think she ugly. Shout out to Popcorn and Pajamas for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that right there. He say a BBL subtract 5 points. I don't even like them BBL booties though. I don't. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. But I want y'all players really understand. You can easily use a chick who got a BBL. Let me explain something else to y'all. Just because they get the BBL, it don't mean that their self-esteem done came up. Because, see, they steal themselves mentally. They're going to need more than a BBL to fix their self-esteem. Promise you that. See, because once people get used to seeing it, it's kind of like a pregnant woman and her getting attention from being pregnant. Once she's not pregnant and not getting the attention no more, then she back to square one. With the BBL, she's in her community. She's going to take all the pictures. She's going to be on Instagram, taking all the angles of the booty pictures and all that. And in about a few weeks to like a month, maybe 2 months, the people that's on the internet is going to have seen your booty so much to where now it's normal. Your likes will go down. We're used to seeing it now. So your self-esteem will drop right back down. I'm trying to tell you, this is how life works. It's how life works. Designer drugs, not the surgery. Why the heck would you take pills from a stranger? Here's the problem. Her prescription wasn't ready. So when these people in the facility is telling you, here, take these right here, it works for everybody who come, yada, 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 until your prescription come. 9 times out of 10, you is going to take them. A woman is going to take them. She's already made the decision to put her life on the line. Hell, what's a few pills? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You say, don't tell me this was over a BBL. Yes, it was over a BBL. Sorry to tell you. Listen, man. But ladies, hey, I say keep doing what you're doing then. Because in the beginning when I was trying to tell y'all to stop it, don't do it. Now do that shit. Do that shit and don't have no life insurance and leave your children behind to be raised by your mamas. Go on, do it. She just had the baby. The baby's a year old. Do y'all know all she had to do is walk around the park and do squats and shit? I want y'all ladies to really think about this right here. After you have the baby, you know you need to be like walking and stuff to get the baby fat off you, right? If you go ahead on and do that and you're doing squats and stuff and you change the way that you eating and stuff, your body will bounce back just like that. You want a bigger butt? Do like Glorilla. Exercise and build your booty up. Squats is a wonderful thing for your glutes and your boots. I'm trying to help. And it's crazy because what do you do with the booty? What? I never understood like the fascination about a booty. I like a nice booty too, but like still like what is the fascination of a booty when you can't do nothing with the booty? You can't bite the booty. You can, like I said, you can eat the booty. You can't bite the booty and chew it. You know, like, what if we can chew booty? What if we can chew booty, right? Like as like some sexual and shit. A lot of y'all booty be told the hell up. A lot of y'all just won't have no booty, period. Y'all that these players eating y'all booty. I mean chewing it up and swallowing it. Old bad little diet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But what do you do with the booty though? Here, after you get this BBL, you're gonna have to go and buy all new clothes. He say this shit is getting more and more expensive. Facts. And it'll take y'all a long time to really know your size and really be able to go and buy clothes really, really quick to pick your sizes. It's because of the size that you are now. You've been that size for a good little minute, so you can actually buy pants online without even trying them on because you've been dealing with the body that you done had for like a long time. But now with the new booty, it's gonna take you a long time to get stuff, to order stuff and get it shipped in, try it on and get it sent back. Y'all doing too much. You gotta return some shit to Amazon. You know what I'm saying? But hey, keep doing you. Keep doing you. You say, I admit I am a recovering booty chewer out here. Bam! He said them BBL stink. Yes, that's why they be laid up in the recovery homes. That stuff be seeping out and all that fly shit right there. The inside our body stink, y'all. The inside our body be stink and stuff like that right there. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. Let's go to the ATL shouting. Going around here to the ATL shouting. Y'all heard the song that I had them play in the beginning. Now, if y'all was to come back and watch the show a little later on, that song will not be here. The video will not be here of the rapper called Cash Out. It will not be here. Ride around with that Nina. Yeah. Round here smoking on Keisha. Yeah, that song. It's not going to be here because they're going to copyright me by the time I get off, and I am just going to have to remove it, and everything will be okay. I saw something when I played that video that I didn't know was in there. But I'm not going to play the video again. I can't play the video again because then I'm going to be cutting out things in too many places. But we're finna talk about Cash Out. We're finna talk about Cash Out in Atlanta. Because in case y'all don't know, in Gwinnett County, investigators testifies in the sex trafficking case or trial of the Atlanta rapper Cash Out. Him dealing with some legal problems, right? But I'm finna say something here, and then I'm gonna refer back to the video. Watch the story. Oh, wait a minute. Shout out to Andre. Shout out to Andre for the $1 cash out. Say cash out. $1 cash out. $1 cash out. Say not eating booty with bump clusters around it. Shout out to a player from last night, though. Yeah. She say he licked the cluster bump booty. That's what's up. Talk about in love. Here we go.
Investigators took the stand today in a sex trafficking RICO case involving an Atlanta rapper known as Cash Out. He and two co-defendants, including his mom, are on trial.
Atlanta News First Yasmin Alston is there at the Fulton County Courthouse with more on what jurors learned about the investigation into the rapper.
Right around with that name.
The jurors learned how the rapper and his mom were arrested. We're also learning more about where some of the alleged sex trafficking happened, which was not just in Fulton County, but also in Gwinnett County. On Tuesday, investigators from the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office testified in the sex trafficking trial of accused Atlanta rapper Cash Out and two co-defendants. They spoke about their work on the case involving Cash Out, whose real name is John Michael Gibson, and his mom, known as Mama Cash.
Mama Cash, shout out to Mama Cash for having throat tattoos, stuff like that. I ain't saying people throat tattoos are bad people. I'd like to go on the point on that. Here we go.
Jurors learned about a
Mama cute though with it though.
Prostitution sting at a Gwinnett hotel, during which Gibson was eventually arrested. Prosecutors then played calls between the rapper and his mom while he was in jail. And in those calls, they talked about Gibson's mom going to meet with one of the human trafficking victims from that sting to try and stop her from talking to police. Here's how one investigator described the moments when the rapper was arrested.
I conducted several takedowns of potential pimps or human traffickers that were dropping off sex workers at the hotel.
Did you see a vehicle, a white vehicle that day?
Yeah, so the white Impala, if you're referring to Mr. Gibson's case, a white Impala, or white Chevy Impala or Malibu, whatever it was, came into the parking lot and dropped off what we now know as a sex worker and left that parking lot, which I followed.
Gibson and 4 others allegedly used their record company to coerce, entice, and recruit young women to engage in commercial sexual activity, according to the indictment. And Cash Out is facing multiple charges, including rape and luring women into prostitution, which his attorneys deny.
Say ride around with Keisha. The hell y'all talking about? Say, Willie, stop playing. Mama not cute on this one.
In Fulton County, Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News.
Oh, I thought she was cute from an angle. No? Am I wrong? Hold on. Ride around smoking on Keisha. Yeah. But that's his mama. It's like a real, like she got that little thug by herself, though. Oh, mama, little thug.
Gibson and his mom, known as Mama Cash.
Mama Cash. The reason that I bring this up because, let me go ahead on the slide this all the way to the front so I could be an easy click. Because I saw something in the video. And I'm like, you lying to me. I know good as hell well. That ain't her. In the video, they showed a woman that looks like her. And I was like, his mama was in the video? Now, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Is this his mama inside the video? Watch this here. Is that his mama? Hold on. Okay, let's look at the nose real quick. The nose is up with it, so let's the nose down. Oh, all right. They got 2 different noses. Okay, they got 2 different noses. That ain't her. But I saw it and I was like, I know this ain't her mama. Or it could be his mama. I don't know, y'all. Like I'm looking, but they got 2 different noses. Their lips is almost the same. Hold on. Let's see if I get like another little look.
Jurors learned.
Hold on. Okay, let's see back right.
To meet with one of the human trafficking victims.
She got that bitch. I ain't trying to help them hoes sell no coochie out here. You know what I'm saying? She just got that look on her face like that. Dang, even much me. You say, Willie, you must be wearing beer goggles right now. I'm just saying, like when I saw the video. Now listen. Hold on. Now they do resemble. I just listen. Now let's just keep it 100. They do resemble, but it's not her. I get it. It is not her, but they do resemble. Can y'all keep it 100 and let me know, do they resemble? And then as we watched the video, I was like, well, if this is his mama, why is mama sitting on his lap? Because she's sitting on his lap right here. Right around smoking on Keisha. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hell, him and his mama, they getting that paper then. You know, he holding his mama and shit like that right there. Baby, just don't fall off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, He say makeup is the devil. Yeah, it is. You know, and she was like right here too. Hold on. Okay, so that's not her. It could look like a young her. Can it? But it's just like the nose. You say the tattoos on her neck. But listen, she don't have, well, this one right here don't have tattoos. But we have to think, this was in 2011 though. This video is 2011. We don't know when mama got the tattoos on her neck. We have no idea. So it just looked like it could have been like a young her. It could have been like a young her. Say mama whoop something. Mama do got that look. Mama do got that look like she'll shank her player like she ho. Mama look like she affiliated. You say she had a nose job? She had a nose job. I was like, hell no, I know that ain't his mama. Riding around with Keisha them. Smoking on Nina. Yeah. I was like, hell to the no, but hell, Get that money then, though. You want to kick it with your mama? You go on and kick it with your mama like that right there. But yeah. They got them on the sex trafficking stuff like that right there. Hoeing and prostitution and stuff. Forcing girls, and they be strong. You say that's her 100%? I don't know. Maybe I need to see like some other pictures or something like that right there. What is her stage name again? Mama Cash Out
with more on what jurors learned about the investigation into the rapper.
The jurors learned how the rapper and his mom were arrested. We're also learning more about where some of the alleged sex trafficking happened, which was not just in Fulton County, but also in Gwinnett County. On Tuesday, investigators from the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office testified in the sex trafficking trial of accused Atlanta rapper Cash Out and 2 co-defendants. They spoke about their work on the case involving Cash Out, whose real name is John Michael Gibson, and his mom, known as Mama Cash.
Mama Cash. Mama Cash. Mama Cash. We finna see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Mama Cash. She may have some more pictures. Mama Cash got a homepage? What is this? Is the Elders International Women's Fund funded in the Netherlands? Oh, okay. Hold on. Mama Cash, let's say Cash Out. Mama. Something like that. Or hold on. Mama Cash. Mama Cash. Let's see if we can get some pictures of Mama Cash. Oh, she like the low cuts. Oh, Mama Cash be out here. Oh, hold on. Let me see if we get like some better little pics or bigger pics. I need to get some bigger pics of Mama Cash. Oh, all right. But why they did them like that? Hold on, let's put them up on the screen for you. Let's put them up on the screen. I don't like the pictures though, but let's put it on up here. So this is Mama Cash. I'm thinking that Mama Cash. Hold up. But she light skinned in the doggone. She light skinned in the thing, but she got a whole bunch of tattoos. Little mama got a whole bunch of tattoos. Oh, all of this is a tattoo. Oh, wow. That's her right there. Mama Cash be in the streets out here. But she look dark skinned in it right here. I guess up under the lights and stuff like that right there. Maybe under the lights, she's light-skinned it. But how the hell she get that goddamn red? Now, hold on. Because now that baby red. Baby red out here, hold on. I got to find like some more pictures or something. Right around with that Nina. Hold up. Cash out here with a chest on her. Who y'all thought y'all was talking to? Hold up. Damn it, but I can't see it big. Oh, wait. I can make it big. Oh, all right. Okay, let me push up. Look. Like she could fight, too. Mama Cash like she could fight. Y'all playing crazy out here. You say it's no son in jail. So that means that her original color. Wait, hold on. Damn it. Y'all can see her head. All right. So her original color is light-skinned it then. See, because like, and that's what like be throwing me off with like the color of folks and stuff like that. Because have y'all ever asked yourself this question? Why do a lot of red girls be black between their legs and there ain't no sun down there? I've been asking that question for a long time. Why is y'all brown skinned it or black skinned it? Why is y'all high yellow, red bones, black skinned it in between your inner thighs? You say she look 100% Haitian. I don't know. Look at that baby. Hold on. Let's make it smaller. I think they got another one for us. Hold on. Oh, nah. That ain't her. I'm just saying, though. It's another. Oh, Mama Cash done posted up and showed us a little soft. Mama Cash out here thick, bitch. Oh, what y'all thought that was? Boy, that Mama Cash out here. Now, listen, due to her age, I don't think that she has a BBL. I just think that she just built like that right there. Now, that chest, though. Hell, she could have BBL, too. I have no idea. But hold on. Let me try to give y'all another. What is this? All right, we don't know who the Jeezy them. That Jeezy them. I don't know. Mama Cash out here now. So that's how Mama Cash look. But hold on. I'm doing something wrong. Hold on. Click on this. So that is her. So they don't have like a lot of pictures. They don't have like a lot of pictures. But let me go on back to this courtroom picture. Real quick. Oh, she real light skinned, did y'all? I don't think. Well, I guess it does, but so a lot of darker hue folks is really light skinned. A lot of darker hue folks is really light skinned, because if you can get light skinned at it like this by being in jail, boy, we better not tell these dark skinned women this right here. Y'all might mess around and do a crime just so you can be light skinned. You know, a lot of y'all still be trying to bleach and stuff like that. All the women who be trying to bleach, y'all mess around and find out that y'all can get light skinned at it by being inside of a jail. They gonna give it all up. It's gonna give it all up to go ahead on and do a year and a day. It ain't nothing. Do that there on my neck. You said Caribbean people could change colors. Got to be more careful. Let's see what some of these, hold on. Let's see what some people is out here saying about this situation right here. Hold on. Bam. Right with that Nina. Where can we watch this? Mama Cash. You say that's what happens when you try to be a pimp in New Atlanta. Say that shit don't work like that no more. He said 2025, say almost 26. Got to get a job. He said name should be crashing out. He said my cat watched the video with me and now thinks she can be a star too. He said it's time for her to audition. He said I've been seeing movies named Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Y'all wow. What the hell they talk about out here in these doggone street? But yeah. Ride around with that Nina. Now I'm riding around the corner with Keisha. Yeah. It happens. Y'all making the wrong decisions out here in these streets. Let me go on and get that off the screen real quick. Oh, I'm going to show y'all something because I need to go ahead on and show y'all something. Wait. Oh, we got a quick little update about what happened in NOLA. We in law enforcement, we had them sliding up to y'all houses and shit, asking questions, as we should. You say Diddy can't get his proactive in there. He gonna be bumped up. But he may get like a little light skinned at it though. You know what I'm saying? He just may go ahead and do that right now. Say chocolate. The chocolate is dangerous. Yeah. Listen, they say the family of the escaped inmates say that the U.S. Marshals have been showing up to their homes unannounced. As they should. They don't want to say, hey, man, we're going to come by your house and see if your loved one who had done escaped the penitentiary round there. That ain't how we do it. This how we do it.
A second New Orleans home searched by U.S. Marshals in less than 24 hours has as investigators work to close in on escaped inmate Derek Groves.
Yeah, and that's as the two remaining jail escapees have been on the run for more than 1 month now. WDS reporter Shay O'Connor explains that law enforcement searched a house to see if Groves has been in contact with his family. Shay?
Good evening to you, Stella and Julia. Family members tell me they just don't want these visits to escalate in any way. They tell me that they do not know where Derek Groves is. They also described to me what happened after hearing law enforcement knocking on their door earlier this morning.
Boom.
So when I opened the door, it had like 12 cars. People, marshals out with their guns. This sad.
Jasmine Groves, the aunt of escaped inmate Derek Groves, took this video showing the large police presence around her home.
I told them, babies in the house. I met them at the sidewalk, and one of them with the shield, and the guy got behind him, and they were ready to go in. I said, you. Now this is where I draw the line.
This is where I stop y'all from going in. If I can stop y'all from going in. Why do y'all think that y'all can stop the police from doing shit? They say, Willie, that black news reporter thicker than a Snickers. I'm going to have to back it up. Don't worry about it.
Marshals say they searched the home with permission and did not make any arrests.
I don't know who he is. I haven't spoke with him. I don't even try to. Who am I contact?
Convicted killer Derek Groves and Antoine Massey remain on the loose. For the most part, Groves has been largely unspotted since the escape. U.S. Marshals tell WDSU they went to the home to re-interview a close acquaintance of Groves.
Well, I'm not saying that the people today were not honest. They were, actually. But we have had issues in the past where people have blatantly lied to us, and the person's been in the residence or at least nearby.
Marshals say they brought a large police presence in case they found Groves.
No, he haven't tried to contact me. Obviously, y'all don't know. Because, you know what I'm saying? So I'm asking, what is the relevance?
Say, what's the relevance? Your kinfolk done escaped the prison. What do you mean, what's the relevance? We be asking these type of questions. You say that, baby, that thick.
And Groves was convicted of murder last October. As we know, Groves and Massey are still on the loose. $50,000 for information on each. If you do know anything.
Is it dead or alive, though?
Anything at all, you're being urged.
Is it $50,000 dead or alive, though?
To contact Crime Stoppers. Reporting live from OJC. Ship.
We got to go back to the front because y'all said that darker hue sister. Yeah, that baby thicker than a Snicker. Baby thicker than a Snicker ball. Yeah. And have y'all noticed that this month, the month of June, pretty much all of the women on the news have been wearing for shape-fitting dresses? See, I be paying attention to a whole bunch of lots.
Home searched by U.S. Marshals in less than 24 hours.
Shit like one of them aunties who could do like a mean crab boil right there. You know what I'm saying?
As investigators work to close in on
Auntie Lou or something like that right there.
Escaped inmate Derek Groves.
Yeah, and that's as the two remaining bail escapees have been on the run for more than 1 month now. WDS reporter
Shirley finna have a spade game going on in the back. Got to be more careful, but yeah. That baby, like, it is no relevance for them to be coming around here. That baby said, listen, I draw the line when y'all go to standing behind these protective shields talking about that y'all finna come on in here. That's where I draw the line at. Y'all not coming in my house.
And one of them with the shield.
Yeah.
And the guy got behind him and they're ready to go in. I said, you. Now this is where I draw the line.
This way I stop everything. Damn it. I'm a black woman in America. This well, y'all not coming in. Huh? Y'all standing behind shields and shit like y'all scared. Y'all not coming up in here with shields and stuff. Let me tell everybody to come downstairs real quick, though.
U.S. Marshals say they searched the home with...
That baby came out here in boxer shorts. Is them boxers?
Home with permission.
Loose shorts?
And did not make any arrests.
I don't know.
Got on the bonnet, though. That's what's up. But listen, ladies, y'all play too much, and a lot of times you all just be talking. Yeah. Y'all really can't stop the police. Y'all really can't stop men. The police stops themselves if they want to stop themselves, and men stop themselves, or other men stop other men. Y'all really can't stop nobody from doing shit unless you got that fire. Now, this is why I be trying to tell y'all, go on and get that fire. You can stop a man. I'm trying to help. Is that a mobile home for $18,000? I don't even like that area. Oh, that's all Martin Luther King. Hell no. We don't want nothing. Right. A bitch can't give me nothing off of Martin Luther King. Nope. Because I don't want to go around there and pick it up. Nope. Moving right along. I ain't going to eat much hold you. Y'all play too much. Boy, y'all some wild people out here in this street. Boy, that's what's up. What do we have here? All right, 1,000 heads. Wait, hold on. Suppose of widespread. Should we talk about that right now? Okay, we got to get him out of here because he from Detroit. He feeling on unfull, mature mind boys. We got to leave him alone. We got to get him off Earth. I don't even like that right now. We're going to head to Texas then. We doing a lot in Texas. We is out here doing a lot in Texas. Damn it, because y'all out here soliciting and trying to get these children who don't want to be got. Some of them don't mind being got, but a lot of them, they don't want to be got. We got 109 children rescued. Give us a pat on the back, a clap, something like that right now. 109 children rescued, 244 arrested in North Texas. This is exposing a widespread child exploitation thingamajig that they be having going on.
Authorities are calling it a successful roundup of alleged child sex offenders, but it also shows how widespread that crime is in North Texas. The Dallas FBI office, along with some of the 70 law enforcement agencies that all participated, announced the results of what they called Operation Soteria Shield. Here's our J.D. Miles.
I can't pronounce.
These are the faces of the 244 men and women charged with exploiting children for the purpose of sex trafficking or pornography.
244 men and women. We out here both doing it. Yeah.
It's the end of a month-long investigation by federal and local law enforcement of a crime that authorities say is a year-round problem.
The numbers of offenders arrested and the children rescued in this operation are stunning. It's stunning to hear them repeated here.
109 children were rescued by Operation Soteria Shield, which
Soteria. Why y'all making this like a Hispanic name or something like that right there? Oh, Mexican terms and shit. We Soteria. You say the map trap. That's what it is.
Began in April.
During this operation, many of the children recognized or rescued were previously unidentified. They had never been reported missing. They had never had their abuse known to authorities.
They've never. This is what my questions have always been. Like they be trying to tell us. I think like over like 100,000 children is missing a day or some shit like that. No, like either 500 to like 1,000 is missing every single day, or being sex trafficked every single day. I think my numbers is off, but the numbers is real high. And I always ask, how in the hell do y'all know that it's that many every day? How do y'all know this without seeing them? Being able to touch them or see them? How y'all know that they being sex trafficked at that amount? And we ain't catching the people. I don't understand how they just throwing this stuff out. But yeah. One of the main things, why aren't these children being reported missing? And then I wonder, will we do this in the future? Since we having children trafficked and all this, will we start to blame the parents? Will we start to hold the parents accountable for your children being sex trafficked and missing, and you have not went to the police and put in a missing report? Should you hold the parents accountable for not putting in a missing child report?
Been reported missing. They had never had their abuse known to authorities.
The operation not only led to arrests and rescues, but also to the seizure of terabytes of child abuse sex material through a collaborative effort that started 10 years ago and now includes 70 Texas law enforcement agencies.
What started as a small team with a bold idea has grown into something very powerful.
In a lot of these cases, authorities say the sex offenders never actually meet their victims face to face, but instead use technology to coerce them into sending explicit images and videos.
The majority of them never get to meet the victims. The majority of them, so these are the people who is out to get a child to do something with. They never get to meet the children. I told y'all, if we go ahead on and lock up all of the people or remove the people who is exploiting children, at some point, shouldn't we run out of people who is exploiting children? Huh? I'm just saying. Think about it.
The head of the Dallas FBI office says the methods used are not just involving social media, but also online gaming systems.
So I think for many of us, I'll speak for my generation, we were raised to be concerned about faceless strangers that might try to contact us or cause us harm on the street.
Yes, parents cared about their children there. Yeah.
But we've moved past that. Again, predators have access to our children in our home through technology.
Authorities urge families to use parental controls on any devices kids use, and be aware there are more faces like these still out there. In Dallas, J.D. Miles, CBS News, Texas.
I just be like having a problem though, like, because they keep trying to prove to society that we care about the children. If we're talking about trafficking kids and all this, is the traffickers getting like forever in jail? Or is we playing this game, this their first offense and all that fly shit right there? Huh? Why have they not targeted the management of Target? Bam. You say, I went into the gaming profile and I made some changes to my minor's account. That's a good thing to do. You say, Willie, it's a new one born every hour or every day. That's a fact. But look. Watch this. If we do a mass arresting thing and minimum, and this is why laws need to be changed. This is why that lady who made it to the Supreme Court, they talked about her as a judge and being over a lot of the sexual abuse of children cases and the rapes of children cases, and she wasn't even giving out the bare minimum. She wasn't giving out the minimum sentences of the men who, or the person, men and or women, but really the majority was men. The men who had done great kids, molest kids, abuse kids. She didn't give, Justice Brown. She didn't give the minimum sentence. She didn't do the minimum. She was going under the minimum. It's people like that who keeps these children, who keeps the exploiters out and about. So that also shows me that we like it. We leave it like this for a reason. Because why wouldn't they create a law? Ketanji Brown, who don't know who a woman name is. Who don't know who a woman is. Ketanji Brown Jackson. I bet they would never make a law that says life is the minimum if you exploit a child. Life is a minimum if you abuse a child. Life is the death. Watch. The death penalty is a minimum. If you exploit a child, abuse a child, rape a child. Life, no, damn it. I said the death. The death is the minimum. There's no in between. If we can prove that you did this right here, you done. Death penalty. Within 3 years. Because we're going to give you a chance to appeal. We're going to do that. Yeah. We got to follow the letter of the law. But the minimum is the death penalty. Do y'all know how many people would make the argument to not have that law pass? And then we will really see who really give a damn about children in the great United States of America. You will get to see your politicians, your congressmen and congresswomen, your senators and all this shit. You will get to see who really cares about the children. You're right. You say if they do that, they will lose money on the stock market, bro. Yeah. This is why they will continue that now. Now, I do understand because then you lose jobs and all that fly shit right there. But I would just love for a politician to throw that up as something to see the response from people. What if when the next presidency come around and it's time to vote and people is running for office, what if people go to their town hall meetings and ask that question? Would you be for a law when it comes down to children abusing, raping, and all this stuff right here, the exploitation and all that, the pimping, exploitation, period, of children, raping and abusing? Would you be for a law that the death penalty is a minimum sentence? Would you be for that right there? And it need to be asked at everybody's little town home meeting, their little get together where they're trying to become whoever they're trying to become. And I promise you, people will have an excuse why it shouldn't be that hard of a sentence. Because we believe in rehabilitation. Yeah. Say YouTube would not read your chats. I don't know what's going on. He said they'll march and protest. Say no, they would never write laws to incriminate self. You got a good point right there. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. What do we have here? I think that was about it. Did I run through all of them? I think I ran through. Okay, let's get riding around smoking on Keisha out of here real quick. Get that off the screen. Damn it, that's too long. All right, we ain't gonna do nothing with that right there. U.S. Marshal gone. Get it there off. That's for the. Okay, we just did them. Got them off. That's for my. All right, hell. Give y'all a pat on the back then. Y'all a pat on the back, but y'all made it 239 with the thumbs up, with the likes. Appreciate that right there. Tomorrow we will be everywhere. We will be screaming everywhere. Sure enough, will. You say they will say yes, but never ever make the law and sign it because it's a part of this American system. Yes, confuse the masses. Yeah. But I would love to hear one of them ones who will argue against it. Like they just will not just think it through. They just gonna argue against it just off the rip. And then maybe later on, they'll be like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said what I had said. I should have went with it. Now it's gonna cost me my campaign and all that flash stuff like that. That would be like real entertaining to me. But yeah, I just be wanting to let people know we really don't care about cheering like that right there, especially with the politics, with the politicians. They don't care. They want y'all to believe. They want us to believe that they care. You say, well, I'm going to the auction tomorrow. You say, what would you like for me to look out for? Well, what state you in? I don't have like a specific vehicle. I just be seeing cars and I be like, oh, I always wanted one of them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't buy cars and keep them like a long time. I buy them and sell them. But you know what I'm saying? But here, what? I'm still trying to find. I'm trying to find me. I would love to find me like a Rolls Royce, a Maybach, or something like that right there. Well, a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, but I wouldn't do no more than like 16. I'm scared, but because I can fix anything, so that ain't really the problem. But when you're buying those types of vehicles, just about the parts is still expensive as hell. So, you know, maybe one day I may get lucky and find one of them like at an auction, you know, purchase one and hopefully don't have to spend no more than 10 to put in it to fix it on up. You know, I just, it's not like a dream car. It is a dream way of having a car in my mind. I'm trying to buy me a garage and every doggone thing. I love me some doggone cars. And I be having insurance on too many goddamn cars. You know what I'm saying? But it just depends on where you at, though. Depends on where you at and what these little prices are going for. Because what they is doing out here, the way that they're trying to sell some shit, it just forces you to go back to the damn auction. It really do. And a lot of these people, like on Facebook Marketplace, they are not the resellers. They are just people who are selling their vehicles. But for some reason, somebody done told them that they could sell this shit for the prices that they got up here. But then again, that's where I come in at. I do a little check on your shit and make it drop like $1,200. Because you don't know no better. You don't know nothing about no cars. He said, Willie, my doctor would not use the finger today. You lying to me. He stated that the blood will do. No. However, there are way too many false positives and nothing really works anymore, but I got a clean bill. That's what's such clean bill of health out here in these streets. So listen, players, maybe a lot of doctors is getting out of using the fingers. So a lot of y'all need to stop being scared then. Because remember, y'all, I have also been saying that they can do the blood too. But the finger was more accurate. But if a lot of them is getting away from the finger and we just really basing it on more on the blood, then y'all still just need to go and do the blood. If you're still afraid of the finger, y'all please go get the blood. At least you'll get like a false negative and then go ahead on and get checked again, and then maybe they will go ahead on and need to do the finger for you. You know, but either which way, you would be learning about your health, man. For real, y'all. That's what's up. You say that he just like, no, we just gonna take a little blood from you and go ahead on and check. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all go get yourself together. Listen, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. So it's just the finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. Here's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. Y'all, please go get yourself checked out. Y'all, please remember, go around here to the number 7 channel, number 4 channel, the Accept and Agree channel. Subscribe to everything that the player got going on. And y'all, please remember, go around here to Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com. And yes, I will continue to say it. I appreciate y'all, man. Get y'all self together. Get y'all health together out here. pleasantcandles.com. Get them. Everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. Multiple fragrances. Everything smells good. And if you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, please go around to the Pleasant Candles. Do not be afraid. Thank y'all for rocking with the player. Y'all, we will be back tomorrow for the midday news. In case y'all still don't know, this is our 2nd week of doing the midday news. We almost in 10 days strong. 10 days strong. Thank y'all for your support. I hope that y'all was entertained. I am Willie Williams. Y'all have a good